As I start to put this together, the edges look a little bit darker, and that's because I've been using my Distress ink. So I've got ground espresso, which is one of my absolute favourites, and I'm going to pop this together and then we'll get onto that ground espresso and I'll show you how I've used it. I am going to put my specs on so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm getting old and everything is now too close. I just layer that one on there. So this is the lighter of the textured Kraft, and then I've gone in with that darker one, and again, can you see how I've just gone in around there just to make that shaded? So because these are all uncoated papers, so if you do want to add any of your stamps to it, if you do want to bring inks in, then you can do, because the paper's uncoated, although it's got that beautiful soft finish. Now I've got this piece, and again I've gone around the edge with this, with my ink, just to give it that little extra effect. I'm going to stick that one on there. And then inking is really, really easy. So if you haven't got any distress inks and you're thinking, quite like the look of those, we also have distress inks on our website, don't you know? So you can go and have a little look on there, you'll be able to see what we've got. But this one, all I'm going to do is just, I've got some cut and dry foam, I'm just going to blend around the edge. Can you see how that's really starting just to give that a little bit of a frame? I do like using a little bit of ink on the papers, and of course you've got that bonus there, because they are uncoated, the ink will go on there. So now I'm just going to add some tape to the back of this, and then we'll get this one stuck down. So this is a similar premise to the one that I made earlier in the black and the white, where I've got that overlap. So I've made a little overlap to sit on there as well. So we'll just add some of those lovely papers. This is that, again, it's that scribble scallop. I do like that design. And some of that lovely lighter shade of the Kraft page. We're going to go in with the tape like that and place that one on there like so. I've just added a little bit of tape where it shouldn't go. You didn't see that, did you? And then one of the pages that we've got in the project pad, this is one of those. So all I've done is just gone in with the ink around the edge, just to add that little bit of extra something. Of course, if you've got, I know loads of you'll have beautiful sentiment stamps that you want to use. Stamp a sentiment into the middle there would just look absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it? And then again, I've just added some more of that lovely solid Kraft paper. I'm going to pop that one over there like that, so you can see how these layer together gorgeous as well. This floral here is the floral that I've got in that background, so it's just so cool, isn't it? So we've got happy birthday, and I think that that deserves a little bit of 3D foam. So I've got some 3D foam here, which I'm just going to cut down. And then I'm going to cut it down again. So we'll add that one on there, and then one there. And peel off the backing. So this is going to add that little bit of extra dimension. So it says happy birthday, like that. And then I've got some butterflies, which again, I've gone around the edge there with the ink just to give them that finish. And then we've got lovely. But we need someone to send it to, don't we? So we've then got this page here. So you've got mum, dad, brother, best friend, sister, in-law, wife. And because they're all straight lines, they're really easy to cut as well. So for this one, I've got my paper trimmer. You can use scissors. If you've got a steady hand, you could use scissors. But I always end up tending to go a little bit wonky. So paper trimmer is the best way for me, because otherwise it'll be off on a tangent. And sometimes, especially when there's words involved, if you cut or stamp wonky, it really stands out. So, but for this one, we're going to say lovely husband. And then add just around the edge some of the ink, and that just gives that little frame as well. Then I have got some tape use that bit on there. So now it says, lovely husband. There we are. Let's stick that one down. Like so. Now I have got one of those gorgeous little butterflies, and I've got full butterflies, but I want a butterfly just looking like he's coming for a little rest here. So what you can do with the whole butterfly is actually cut into the middle. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt him. It just means that his wings are more closed than flapping about in midair. He's actually having a little breather. And we'll give that a little wiggle around. And then again, just go in with the ink. And the trick for when you're cutting out little things like that is actually wiggle the paper rather than trying to wiggle the scissors. Because when you try and wiggle the scissors, you end up actually making it more difficult for yourself. So move the paper and just open and close the scissors. But there we've got our little butterfly. He's just having a little rest there. And then of course we have got some more of these. So again, that's from that beautiful decorative butterfly page. And we'll just add some of these now. I've just looked up and I've seen the time. I've been waffling on for so long. I think I need to get a wiggle on, don't I? Because otherwise we'll be tipping over the edge of midday. So let's just add a few more of these. Like so. There we go. So that is using the Kraft option of our beautiful shades of pads. So just to recap, these are usually £23.97. They are £7.99 for all 3 pads today. So just grab yourself a little crafty bargain.